Can I listen to your heart?
No!
So it turns out I actually had my alarm set for 7:45 p.m. instead of a.m. I ended up waking 2 hours past that at 9:40. It's okay, I was still super tired when I woke up, so I don't think I would have ended up being able to get up at 7:45 anyways. I got these 2 boxes of plain pizza for $20, so I would say that's probably like the deal of a lifetime. Random study thought time. First of all, who created this pathway? Map kinase, kinase, kinase to map kinase, kinase to map kinase. I don't know. I love that the names are easy to remember. But what the hell, man? And next of all, I only recently learned apparently we're not supposed to be drinking cow's milk anymore. Anyone else heard of that? Like it's not cool to drink milk that came from the udder of a cow anymore. I don't know. Please comment down below if you've ever heard anything along those lines. Oh geez, it's cold as balls today. I was naive to think that I could just come and find a room to study in. I spent the last like 30 minutes looking for a room and everything is full. It's like everyone at Jeff decided to come here to study today because it's never this full. I don't know. But at least I got a pair of free socks and a free sugar cookie, so that was pretty nice. So, most people call me Josh Chen, but you can call me anytime. That was horrible. I'm gonna go just myself. Okay, so you might have thought that I spent that entire time studying, but like maybe 15 minutes into where I was previously, I'm in a new room now. I noticed that I lost my earbud. I spent an hour running around the entire campus and running around everywhere trying to find it. And finally, I went to the front desk. I was like, did anyone drop off just one singular earbud? And he pointed me towards this. Best feeling in the world to find something that you lost that you thought you would have lost forever. But that was an hour of studying that I didn't do. So now I'm gonna have to get on the grind. All right, wish me luck.
So you need a little break, huh? Boy, say you need a little space, yeah. Boy.
Holy shit, that was the worst I've ever felt after one of those exams. Like I came out of that and finally I've calmed down a little bit, thankfully, but when I came out of that my heart was going like except now it's a little bit better. But I was asking the questions and as soon as I got in there I started asking the questions I was supposed to ask the patient and then my mind just blanked. Okay, like there were so many questions, I had no idea what to ask, so I was jumping all over the place with the HPI. Because I had no idea what to ask, my mind was just not working. And then I went into the physical exam and like I didn't even start the most important and time-consuming part of the physical exam, the pulmonary exam, until they were like 5 minutes left. And then holy crap, I rushed so fast. I was like turn around. And then when I came out with like 30 seconds left, and half the people weren't even out yet. It was super stressful.
Nice. You look frazzled.
I am.
You look frazzled.
I am frazzled. That was tough. Holy crap. So I'm gonna need you to try to take like a super clickbait photo of me where I look like I'm super epic and stuff.
Okay.
Just in that area, like a super clickbait for the thumbnail.
I was yours for the taking. Guess I needed a home. But if I'm not mistaken,
It hurts too much. I can't walk with those shoes on. These dress shoes hurt so much.
We go to Top Tomato even.
You waking up, say you wanna talk again, but it's time I do this my way. I don't wanna be your friend. Think we hit our expiration.
Okay, so this is my friend Michael from medical school. As you guys probably know, I started med school when I was 20, so I was really young. Michael, when did you start med school?
29.
So there's like quite a bit of gap in terms of like life experience and relationship experience. So that's why I'm sitting here with Michael today, because he offers a slightly different perspective than I have. So Michael, you're currently single.
True.
Why is that?
Interesting question. I mean, honestly, like, I feel like I've been prioritizing school for a lot of, I guess, my days currently. I feel like I haven't really actively looked for a partner. I mean, I have gone on dates here and there, but I also have been prioritizing school and studying and like extracurriculars, such as like volunteering at like the free clinic and research. And I feel like I'm juggling so many other things at the moment that like it's kind of hard to squeeze a relationship into my schedule.
Now, do you think that having started med school a little bit later, that you feel more pressure to like find that relationship right now that like you're in this new phase of your life? It's like, oh, I'm in med school now, I'm slightly older, I really need to find that relationship?
Yeah, I mean, I think my perspective is a lot different because now that I'm like, I just turned 30, I mean, thinking of like finding a partner and settling down is definitely more on my radar now than it ever was.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I started med school at 20, I probably wouldn't even be thinking of like marriage in the next 5-10 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like it's so like in the distant future. But like, yeah, I mean, I guess there is like, it is on the radar. I'm not like losing sleep over it. You know, if I feel like I'll meet my partner when I'm supposed to, but it's not like I'm like super stressed out and feel like I need to marry someone in the next like 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, how about you, Josh? You're also single. Why?
Well, there's a multitude of reasons. I think I have, in college I went for girls, they just all turned me down. But I think that in med school at the current moment, when I think about what my priorities in life are, career comes first. Like I feel like I'm still so young that like every day when I think of like, oh, what's the next thing I have to do, it's career related. It's like how can I do more research, how can I be more involved to get to a certain career goal. And there's kind of an assumption that in the future, I don't know when, but like sometimes something's gonna come along. So like it's not something I'm going out of my way to look for right now. And I feel like even day to day, like most days I'm just so busy that it seems like unless it's the perfect fit at the current moment, I would have to go a little bit too out of my way to try to make something work. So are you happy with the fact that you're currently single?
Yeah, I mean, I really like my independence and being able to spend time how I want to. I think in a relationship, you have to take into consideration the needs of your partner and make compromises. And, you know, obviously there are benefits to having a partner, like just having like emotional support but at the same time, there's also like, I feel like dating is like a 5-unit course sometimes too, where you do have to invest time and energy into it. It can't just spend time with your partner whenever you feel like it. I feel like you have to set aside a certain time for them, you know, so that it doesn't just like die. But yeah, I mean, I think I'm very happy being single, but you know, if the right person comes along where we are like compatible and get along and then yeah, I mean, I'd definitely be open to it, but no rush. How about you? How are you feeling about being single?
I mean, I think I'm still young, and there's like a lot of people have that like, oh, I'm 20, I should be out living my life. There are times when I'm like, when I don't have that much going on in med school, I think that, but I think more often than not, I'm so busy that I'm not thinking about that much. It's only those nights sometimes when you have like, when you finish everything early, you're laying in your bed and you're like, oh, it'd be nice. I think that's natural. That's something that everyone thinks about that. But I think outside of those moments, I'm pretty happy with the way things are at the moment, just because career does come first. And I think that a lot of times I sort of confuse, like I spend a lot of days studying alone in my room because I prefer studying alone. I sort of confuse the fact that like I'm not having that much social interaction with the fact that, with the idea that maybe I'm like looking for a relationship. But at the same time, like I think friends are enough to fill most of that gap.
Yeah, I agree.
And I also think that if the like the exact perfect person were to come along, I'm not gonna be like no. But I think that as things are right now, I'm perfectly satisfied. It's not that high on the list of priorities. But I do think that if I were like 25 or 26 and things were still the same, I might start getting a little worried. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know.
Definitely single,
but single.
potentially ready to mingle.
Anyways, guys, that was our little spiel about relationships in med school and all that stuff. And if you enjoyed that video, like, comment, and subscribe. Michael has his clinical skills tomorrow. I kind of botched mine a little bit today, but we still both have our exams that we have to study for on Friday. So that's what we're going to be spending the next couple days doing. Anyways, if you enjoyed that video, like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.